Okay, I'm just gonna do a full video, real time, no editing, making a chain stitch patch of this old school Honda logo from the late 60s, early 70s. I've already transcribed it onto some tearaway paper and I'm just gonna document the whole process. So, here we go. I'm gonna start with attaching this paper to some scrim felt. Let's cut it. This will be a super simple design, nothing really intricate. It's honestly just going to be one color, maybe two, and a whole bunch of fill in moss stitch. Might be able to get a second one next to it, so. Now I start pinning the whole thing on to hold it in place while I stitch. You don't need that many pins because the stitching holds it, but now I pick a color. I think I'm mostly gonna do moss stitch, so I'm gonna stick with some of the chenille stuff on top. I think I'm gonna do it all in black. In the middle, I might just leave it the raw felt for the white, or I might do white moss stitch. Maybe I'll do one of each, we'll see. Show you how to thread this up. I'm gonna pull the thread straight up, go through my little eyelet up here, and then I double wrap my tensioner, and then I go through this little spring eyelet. I double wrap my tensioner, and then I go through the little spring eyelet. And then up here, I grab my little threading device. This little baby wire just has a tiny hook on the end of it. And you put it through the bigger hole right here. Let me show you. Sometimes you have to twist the knob to get it to open up. Come on now. This is hard to do with one hand. There we go. So now that's under here, and I want to hook the thread on this side of the spring. Okay. Pull it up through. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Put that threader away. Okay, now that you're through, I pull it and I hold it kind of tight, and then I spin the handle a couple times. I spin the handle because that's what'll hook the thread into this hooking mechanism on the bottom. And you should be able to see it pass through. It is black and it's not very light, so it's kind of hard to see in there, but I did see it with my eyeballs. So it is hooked, and now you need the thread to get out of this little hole and come up through the main hole. And I just usually do that personally by running a couple stitches. Except I forgot. This is chaotic. I forgot that I still have it set up for moss stitch. So I'm gonna turn that back over. do a little chain stitching. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Unhook the needle. Pull it all through the center. Boom. Okay, now we're ready to rock. So let's put you real close. All right. I got a little off track, so I am going to back that up. So if you just tug on it, it'll undo several stitches. Okay. Boom. All right, border done. I just went back and cleaned up a couple of those weird lines. All this garbage is going to be covered with the moss stitch, so it's no big deal. Okay. Boom. All right, so that sucker's done, the border. Okay. Now I pull the needles and I rip off the tearaway. Because this is a chain stitch, if this gets tugged, it'll undo the whole stitch because it's just one thread that goes up and down. So you got to use a needle and thread to tie it off. so that it doesn't unravel. Ah! Come on now. Okay, looks kind of gross right now. Let's see, because I've got all these lines that are outside the finished product, but all this will be filled in with black, and this will be filled in with white, or it'll just stay this white. So I'm gonna change this to moss stitch and then start filling that in. So to do that, I flip the needle around 180 so the hook is backwards from my direction of stitching. This little knot right here points the direction that I'm stitching, and so the hook is now open facing the opposite way. And then I reverse the timing 180. You could see the thread spin when I did that. So now, instead of having interlocking chain, it's gonna have little independent loops of thread. All right, hopefully you can see the difference as we start cranking. So you can also adjust the size of the moss by adjusting the height of the needle. So I'm gonna raise it up a little bit. And I'm gonna loosen the thread tension a little bit. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah. Now we're talking. Man, that is good. Boom. Okay, there it is. So now I need to decide if I want the white to also be chain stitch, or excuse me, moss stitch, but in white, or if I just leave it blank. I'm gonna end it for now. I'm gonna say that's done.